And as far as NTPC is concerned, it started as a thermal power generator, but since 2004, we have been NTPC Limited. So, getting across the entire energy value chain, we are now a integrated energy company. And not only, and our green roadmap has started from the hydel generation much back, long back. And with the acquisition of TSDC also, that has taken forward, and NIPCO. And as far as renewable is concerned, we are a listed company through our NTPC Green Energy, which has a target of one of the biggest target of 60 gigawatts by 2030, and we are on its way to achieve it. And today we are around 8,000 megawatts, and so we have created a lot of ecosystem within ourselves with the cooperation of various stakeholders to have the land bank and the other heritages to achieve that number. That is number one. And second is, as far as Greenik is concerned, we are NTPC is already a nuclear power with 2 nuclear companies, and one of the first nuclear project is already underway in Rajasthan. It's a big nuclear project, and at the same time, we have identified more locations for the nuclear projects to get ourselves green. Thirdly, and we are not looking ourselves as a power producer anymore. We are an energy producer and now helping the entire sector to green. So NTPC has been contributing, say, 25% of the market share to enlighten the bulbs of every house or industry. Today will be the supplier of the basic raw material, basic fuel for each and every industry, whether it's a mobility sector or it's a blending into the natural gas pipelines, or creating a big hub, creating green molecules. You'll be converting the green electrons into the green molecules and basically meeting the requirement of the various industries in India as well as export. In that direction, in the recently, Honorable Prime Minister inaugurated one of the biggest hub of India, which NTPC is putting up at Pudimadaka in Andhra Pradesh, which is very near to Vizag. And this is a very, very, very unique hub of one of its kind, wherein NTPC is both the investors as well as developing the entire ecosystem as a park, as a kind of SEZ. And we'll be having our own jetty, and with a green jetty, and having the storage system, having a desalination plant, and the entire, it is a 1600-acre facility wherein NTPC will be developing, and it is in the first track of the developments. And that will be producing around 2.5 MMT of green molecules, and that will be just getting converted out of 20 gigawatts of solar power in Andhra Pradesh. In association with the government of Andhra Pradesh, we have formulated a company wherein that 20 gigawatts of green power would be powering 7 gigawatts of RTC power to the hub. So that's the target. So apart from the hub, NTPC is also supporting various industries in participating in the recent tenders of the refineries or the second tender of the green ammonia aggregation and all the wherein we get the opportunity, we try to participate in that. So as far as greening the ports are concerned, we have joined hand with 2 of our major ports which have been identified at the green ports, both Kandla as well as BOCP. And we are very, very thankful to Mr. Purohit and the Deputy Chairperson as well as Mr. Voi. We have already inked an MOU with VOCP to take up the green mobility through hydrogen vehicles, and we have signed the MOU. And our MOU with Kandla has taken a step forward, and already the tenders are in advances, and it will be implemented very soon. So this is our third mobility project. The first mobility project started at Leh, wherein NTPC is the first company which established the performance of the FCEVs supplied from, say, Ashok Leyland. And we could establish the performance of the FCV at an elevation of 3,500 meters, and at such low oxygen levels, and getting the performance of the buses much better than the design. And I'm happy to say that we have handed over all the 5 buses, and the Ladakh administration is already plying it in 4 circuits. and basically serving the common persons. And very soon would be starting the operations in Odisha with the government of support of the government of Odisha will be operating those in next 6 months. And the second project I missed in this month itself, we are commissioning the mobility project in Delhi. That's in Greater Noida, so it will be operating in Delhi and Agra circuit very soon. So you may be seeing it in the next month. It will be commissioned and it will be filling the hydrogen. And as far as NTPC is concerned, we have been right from the day one. We are focused on the green hydrogen. So obviously, yeah, green hydrogen mobility projects are challenging because all over the country, in say China or say Korea or Japan, they have gone ahead with the gray hydrogen mobility now towards the green hydrogen. But we have gone ahead with the green hydrogen. It has to have the support of the big company and the government. So that's why it is even feasible. And apart from that, I'd just like to mention the one of the very, very noble initiative wherein we are supporting the Indian Army in the very, very remote locations of Ladakh. We are creating a very self-contained microgrid. And recently, you might have heard about the newspaper Adani also. They commissioned a microgrid, and we are also doing a microgrid for the Indian Army in Chushul, Ladakh. So that is a well self-contained microgrid system with independent renewable generation and fuel cell, renewable generation, hydrogen generation, and the power generation all together. And we are also one of the first companies to decarbonize, trying to have a make and trying to establish the 8% successful blending in the gas transportation sector. So in association with Gujarat Gas Limited, now PNGRB is very, very considerate enough to chart out the roadmap. Even today, in fact, they are discussing with all the transporters and NTPC to chart out the roadmap, what they have got the recommendations from the ICF and all. So that's an area. So that's true. So in nutshell, what we can say, NTPC is trying to help out all the sectors to decarbonize. Thank you so much.